with you.
Hey, welcome back. Hey, today we're doing Polynesian ribs. Now, I love the Asian influence on barbecue ribs. I really do. It's just amazing. You know, you get the ginger, the soy sauce, you know, the citrus elements. I know you're going to enjoy this. Look what I made here. It is delicious. Look at this. Right? Oh, yeah. Let me show you how I did it. And I hope you try it too, because it's really good. Hey, this is Shrashira. That's the best elevator music I ever heard. So for this recipe, we have about 2 tablespoons of lemon juice, 2 tablespoons of ginger, right? We have about 4 garlic cloves that have been minced up, tablespoon of black pepper. Okay, we have 1/3 of a cup of ketchup. You're gonna need that. 3/4 of a cup of brown sugar. You can use light or dark, really. And here we have 1/4 of a cup of oil. I'm using canola oil, you know me. And here we have 3/4 of a cup of apple juice, 3/4 of a cup of soy sauce, 2 cups of pineapple juice. We have 1 medium onion that's been sliced up thinly. And here we have some sliced pineapples with the juice, right? We use about 10 ounces or so, or, you know, 6 slices of pineapple, right? And then, of course, we have our ribs. Now, these ribs, I've cut them into a St. Louis style cut, because that's what the peanut gallery likes. You guys already know that. So now let's get this mixed up for the get the marinade ready. Right now, let's add our juices. All right, pineapple juice, our apple juice, okay, our lemon juice, nice. Now, at this point, we want to add our brown sugar, and our garlic. Now let's mix this until the brown sugar dissolves. Okay. Add our pepper. Pepper goes in. Add our ginger. Now if you want more ginger, you can add more ginger. Okay, we mix it in. And our soy sauce. And you notice I didn't add salt to this because of the soy sauce. Now add our ketchup. Now, if you don't have ketchup for some reason, you know, you can add tomato paste. That's fine, that'll work as well. Give it that additional sweetness, or richness, as it were. Now we're going to add our oil. In goes the oil. Now, before we add the pineapples, we're going to cut them up. So let's do that next. So we're just going to rough cut them, right? I've stacked them up. You know, just doing like a little rough cut. You know, Nothing crazy. Just a little rough cut. And now we're going to add this and the juice to the marinade. With the additional juice there, this little mix. And it doesn't matter if the pineapples get broken up a bit, that's completely fine. And now we add our onions, right? All of them in there. Nice. Just give it like a little stir. By this time, the brown sugar should have dissolved by now completely. And now we're going to add this to our ribs that are in the Ziploc container, a Ziploc bag in this case. Now we're going to add our marinade onto the ribs. Get it all in there. So as you can see, brown sugar's dissolved. I'm going to seal this guy up. I'm going to mix. Right? Make sure everything gets down in there. Let the extra air out. And now this is going to go into the refrigerator. Now let me tell you how this is going to work. Alright, so I put the ribs with the marinade, sealed in a Ziploc, in a container. You saw I put it in a roasting dish. Just in case there's some leakage. We don't want to mess up the refrigerator. You want to let this marinate for a minimum of 4 hours. Okay? Now, can you get away with an hour or 2 hours? You can. But the flavors just won't be at its maximum. But what I'm going to do, I'm going to let this marinate overnight. Okay? And then for me, every 2 to 4 hours, I'm going to turn it. Okay? Turn the bag over and massage it to make sure that the marinade gets in there. Now, you don't want to, I guess I can say over marinate it. What I mean by that is you don't want to go over 24 hours. Okay, in this case, because there's a lot of fruits, there's a lot of citrus in there. Okay, it's going to start cooking the meat. Okay, you don't really want that because you're going to end up with a somewhat mushy product that might trick some people into thinking it's tender, but it's not. It's mushy and the texture is going to be off. So, like I said, this is going to go in. It's in the refrigerator. It's going to go overnight, and I'm going to throw it on the grill tomorrow. Well, not the grill. I'm going to smoke it. I'm not going to lie. I'm going to smoke it. I prefer my ribs to be smoked indirectly in my offset smoker. That's just me. And then what we're going to do, we're going to take that marinade that we're going to take the ribs out of, and we're going to cook it and reduce it into a nice sauce, a barbecue sauce for the ribs. Right? Waste not, want not. See you tomorrow. Alright, so here we are the next morning. So I got my spritz ready, and what I have in here is a 50-50 mix of pineapple juice and apple cider vinegar. Okay? Now, what I've also done is I've taken the ribs out of the marinade. Okay? Here we go. They're out of the marinade, letting them get to room temperature. And what I've done with the liquids is I put them in a pot, okay? And we're going to let that start to reduce to make a nice little barbecue sauce / glaze, okay? And we'll be putting that on the ribs on the later stage of the smoke. So what I'm going to do, while this is getting the room temperature, I'm going to start the smoker up, right? And by the time the smoker's ready, this be ready to go on the grill, ready to be put in the pit. And once I put this in the pit, we'll start to reduce the marinade. Oh, and hey, if you're still here, subscribe. What are you doing? Come on, subscribe. It's free, right? Anyway, I gotta cook. Let me get back to this. All right, so the smoker is getting up to temp right now. I thought it was going to be ready, but anyway, that's beyond the point. You know, I have to make sure the lawn was nice and wet because I'm not trying to start another forest fire in California. We got enough of them. So anyway, the wood I'm going to be using, my fuel source today is going to be a base of barbecue briquettes, but I'm going to be adding wood for smoking the ribs. Now, since I don't have kiawe wood, which is the wood they were using in Hawaii, right? It's from the mesquite family, right? But I don't have that. So a good substitute for that is using some mesquite mixed with some apple, well, not apple, with some peach. Okay, so mesquite mixed with some peach, and so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add mesquite wood, a little bit of mesquite wood, and a little bit of apple wood to the smoke. Okay, so that should give me a real similar flavor. Now, if you don't have peach, clearly you can use apple too with mesquite. But the main point is, put mesquite in there. Don't put too much. Mesquite is all kind of strong. Okay, so you just need a little bit. But then on the other fruitier woods, you can add more of that. So that's what I'm going to be doing. So I'll be putting the ribs out probably in about another 5 to 10 minutes. Stay with me. All right, let's put the ribs on. There we go. Right in the middle for now. Right above our drip pans. Be back in an hour. Now the ribs are on. So what we're going to do now, after about an hour of them being on there, we're going to start the spritzing process. And we're going to be spritzing roughly about every 20 minutes, right? And then at the 3-hour mark, we're going to wrap them. All right. So here are the ribs. After 3 hours of smoking, let's get these bad boys wrapped up. All right, see how these look? All right, so we've wrapped these now. And these are going to be wrapped for about 2 hours. See you in 2. So our marinade has been reducing for about 2 hours now. Now it's a nice little barbecue sauce. Now we're going to strain this and we're going to put this on the ribs. We're pretty much just about done with the 2-hour wrap. So we're going to unwrap them and we're going to baste them for the last hour with this sauce. Okay, let's add this, strain this. Yeah, we just want the sauce. There we go. Now let's go check on the ribs. All right, let's unfoil this. Oh, it's hot. Oh. Okay, looks good. See that? Looks good. Alright, go right into the juice pan. There we go. Now what we're going to do is turn them over. There we go. Now let's go get our glaze. Alright, let's glaze them up. Alright. Be back in 15. Alright. Looking good. It's looking good. Alright. About another 40 minutes and we're going to take them off. Alright. That looks good. Looks real good. Yeah. Let's get this bad boy cut up and plated. Alright, so here we are. Our Polynesian ribs. Yep. They're good to go. Nice citrus flavor. You know, try this recipe out. If you like it, give me a thumbs up. Let me know. Give me your feedback, right? And if you haven't already subscribed, hey, subscribe. Become part of the Peanut Gallery. Hey, we need all the love we can get. Hey, also, hit me up on Instagram. Because I always put on Instagram what I got coming up next, so you always know what you're in store for. Okay? And if you can, share this out. That being said, it's Shrashira. I'm getting ready to eat some Polynesian ribs.